Hey guys, it's SuperGenji88 here, and I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Archetype of the Week. This week we'll be discussing the Gem Knights. Gem Knights were first introduced in Photon Shockwave, with the majority of their cards coming out in the recent Hidden Arsenal 5. So let's take a look. Alright guys, we're going to dive right in by looking at our normal monsters first. Gem Knight Garnet is a 1900 attack beater. Sapphire is a 2100 defense wall. And Tourmaline is kind of a mix of both, being 1600 attack and 1800 defense. All three are necessary to bring out their fusion equivalents, and we'll take a look at those next. First we have Ruby, who's a combination of Garnet and one other Gem Knight monster. You can tribute one gem monster to add its attack to this card. And this card also has piercing. You're allowed to do that once per turn. He's 2500 attack, 1300 defense before any other boosts. Aquamarine is a combination of Sapphire and one other Gem Knight monster. If he attacks during the turn, he's changed to defense position. He's 1400 attack, 2600 defense. His card effect's kind of neat because when he leaves the field, you can target one card your opponent controls and send it back to their hand. So, of course, you can make plays where you fuse with Gem Knight Aquamarine to bring out another one of your fusions, and then return one of your opponent's cards to their hand for direct attack, or if it's something like Stardust, or something you need to get rid of, so that's kind of neat. Topaz is Tourmaline and another Gem Knight. He can attack twice per turn, and if he sends a monster to the graveyard, he inflicts effect damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. He's 1800, 1800, so he's a pretty well-rounded fusion. Now this is the star of the Gem Knights, and it's Gem Knight Fusion. The main effect is you send material either from your hand or the field to the graveyard in order to summon one of your fusions from your extra deck. However, when this card is in your graveyard, you can remove from your graveyard, remove from play one of your Gem Knights to bring it back to your hand. So you're always going to have access to a fusion, unless of course this card gets like removed with Dark Smog or DD Crow or by some other means. It's pretty nice. How do we bring Gem Knight Fusion to our hand? Well, we can use Gem Turtle. Gem Turtle is a flip effect where you can add one Gem Knight Fusion from your deck to your hand. So he's got 2000 defense and he can stay on the field for a little bit. Another deck thinner of the archetype is Gem Knight Alexandrite. And you can tribute him to special summon one Gem Knight normal monster from your deck. He's got 1800 attack, 1200 defense. Pretty nice. The Stratos of the archetype is Gem Armadillo. With Gem Armadillo, when he's normal summoned, you can add one Gem Knight monster from your deck to your hand. He's got 1700 attack, just like Stratos himself, and 500 defense. Now, Gem Merchant's kind of neat because he acts sort of like a Kalute for the archetype. During your damage step, in either player's turn, when a face-up Earth normal monster you control attacks or is attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and that monster gains 1000 attack and defense until the end of the phase. So that's pretty neat to keep your Gem Knights on the field longer. He's also got 1000 attack and defense. Well, one of the cards that was released in Photon Shockwave along with Gem Turtle was Gem Knight Emerald. You can banish this face-up card you control and one face-up normal monster you control to target one Gem Knight Fusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it from the graveyard. So he can bring back your Gem Knights, which is your Gem Knight Fusions, which is kind of neat. Now, there was one other card that was released in Gen Force. It's Gem Elephant, and I think it's kind of irrelevant to the archetype, but it may prove me wrong someday. I'm not going to discuss it. Some of the support that we can get from outside of them Gem Knights themselves include Swing of Memories. Swing of Memories allows you to special summon one normal monster from your graveyard, and it's destroyed during the end phase. So, let's say you removed one of your Gem Knights to bring back the fusion. You have a Gem Knight in your hand, but you don't have one on the field. So, activate Swing of Memories, get one to the field, and then fusion summon again. So that's pretty cool. Since we are using the 3 normal monsters, we're also going to be using Rescue Rabbit. I know the price of Rescue Rabbit's been falling a little bit, so they're kind of easier to get a hold of. But with Rescue Rabbit in the deck, not only does it allow to make, not only does it make your fusion plays easier, but it also allows for some other plays, such as Xyz summoning or going into something else with our friend Glow Up Bulb. Since most of the cards in this deck are Earth, we're going to want to run Glow Up Bulb so we have access to another friend of mine, and I'll show you those guys in the extra deck. Naturia Beast. This deck has access to Naturia Beast, so you might as well run them in the extra deck. With Glow Up Bulb and any of your Gem Knight or the support with the exception of Merchant, you can go into Beast, so you might as well. Now, if we had Rabbit and Glow Up Bulb out, and we got our 2 normals off of Rescue Rabbit, but we didn't have Fusion in our hand for some reason, we could bring back Glow Up Bulb and go into level 9. And for that we have Trishula or Mistworm. I know a lot of people have kind of forgotten about Mistworm, but bouncing 3 cards is pretty powerful. I mean, of course, removing 1 from the hand, field, and graveyard is also very powerful, but this guy is also really good. So let's say maybe this guy got Solemn Warning when you try to bring him out, and you ended up, normal summoning Glow Up Bulb, special summon Glow Up Bulb. If you have more Gem Knights on the field with Swing of Memories or, Rabbit play, bring out Mistworm instead. And like I said, with Rabbit, he also opens up plays to rank 4 Xyz, so we can use Utopia and Roach. Now, I know there were a lot of cards for the Gem Knights I haven't discussed, and that's because those cards haven't been released yet. So, once they do get released, I will talk about them. Because there are some rank 4 Xyz, which are not Archetype specific, but they are really good in this deck, as well as some other Gemini monsters, and of course more fusions. So that'll be a part 2 of this segment. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Archetype of the Week. Make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.